We're going to talk about fear and courage and how they affect us in our everyday lives.
It inspired me to want to stand up for what is right and to get past my own fear.
You know, we don't get together with our friends and say, hey, let's go have a cup of coffee or let's grab a beer, and while we're there, let's talk about what we're afraid of.
I think we sometimes just stop taking chances, stop living because of fears. So today I think his message was really good for me to examine, to actually not be afraid to take chances.
Closing the sale. When it comes time to closing the sale, how are you at closes? I can remember when I first started selling, I hated coming to the close because I never knew what I was going to say. And then I had a guy who told me, he said, you know, Dave, my close is the same every single time, and I can tell it to you this day. Based on what we talked about today, Chuck, is there any reason why we can't partner together on this project?
You can tell he isn't just trying to tell other people how to do it, that he's been there and he knows what he's talking about.
I can't tell you a better way to learn than to learn through other people's stories.
Never underestimate the value of a crisis. You know, back in 2010, I lost my job. I understand what you're going through.
It was easy to listen to him because you could sense the vulnerability that came from his personal stories that he shared with us.
I find that a lot of people discount themselves. I know I did that a lot in my life, discount our own abilities. And so what I hope to do is to challenge people to step out and be courageous, to work through whatever their fears happen to be.
I would say he's very genuine, knows what he's talking about, he's been there, identifies very well what I'm feeling. It's like he's really getting inside my head.
It was dynamic.
Billy digs in, swing batter, swing, Billy swings and misses, strike three. My brother's team wins the game, Dennis.
It was engaging.
This is the very first pair of glasses that I ever got when I was in the second grade.
It was authentic.
What are the some days that you have in your life?
And it also gave me some practical takeaways, especially at the end with his talking about how someday is code word for never. So I have one thing I'm going to do today that I wasn't going to do to make my someday today.
It's an incredibly humbling experience to be brought into somebody's world in a way that they've never let anybody in before. And they say, because of hearing you, I really want to work through this. And you can't place a price on that. If I have the gift to communicate in a way that makes a difference in people's lives, it's about them, it's not about me. And so it's just been incredibly humbling and rewarding to be brought into people's lives in that way.